So I'm just lighting my little whale candle up. This is a Sedona candle from Sedona, Arizona. I like to write with candlelight. All right. Now I'm going to get my lines drawn on this paper. Okay, so the first book I'm highlighting is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So this is my wife's book. She got a signed copy over the summer while we were traveling, and she really recommended this book to me, so eventually I gave it a shot and really liked it. So here we are. So basically, I'm just going to talk a little bit about this book, and while I do so, I'm going to write out some quotes that I picked out from the book Atmosphere that I like. This way I get calligraphy practice in, and I get to vent about the book that I just read. Atmosphere is a historical fiction love story set in the early 1980s. Now, when I say it's a love story, I mean that at the heart and soul of it, there is a beautiful relationship that evolves and plucks at the heartstrings. This is not a smutty book by any means. This was a very touching and sentimental love story that very tastefully grows the bond between two very smart and caring women. Now, I personally love smut. I'm going through perhaps the smuttiest chapter of my life as far as the genre of books I've been reading is concerned. But by no means did I feel like this book lacked what I love, because really this book has dimension to it. Even though Atmosphere is labeled as a love story, it's also about growth and life and its meaning and its most tender moments. The main character's name is Joan Goodwin. Joan is a crazy intelligent professor of astronomy who is also extremely caring and sweet. This woman, you learn as you go through the story, is basically a saint. Because another component of the story is Joan's situation with her little niece, who she loves and adores so much, as well as her asinine, selfish sister, who had her niece at a young age and basically finds her daughter to be a nuisance in her life. Joan essentially takes on being a mother for her niece, and that kind of evolves throughout the story. You constantly go back to Joan and her niece's story and what's going on with that situation, and you just grow to really hate the sister more and more. At least that's what I felt. So basically what happens in this story is NASA allows women to apply to become astronauts for the first time. Our main character, Joan, applies. Meanwhile, another intelligent and skilled woman named Vanessa Ford also applies. Vanessa is an aeronautical engineer who also likes to fly jets. So now you can probably imagine, or if you've already read the book, then you know that these two women are eventually going to spark a relationship. Joan is very naive to her feelings, while Vanessa is pretty much a gold star less. Don't fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure she is. She gives that energy off, you know? Now, of course, the sad part about all this is that queerness is a no-no at this time in society. So when Joan eventually realizes her feelings towards Vanessa, she gets even more anxiety over the fact that she needs to keep this secret from her friends and coworkers and society at large. Now, just another side note, another great aspect of this story is the friendships and the platonic respect and love that is shared between a circle of friends with one common goal in mind. So again, although there's no smut in this book, there are other great components to it. Friendship is obviously a beautiful thing in and of itself. Now, yes, space happens, blast off happens, but so do tears and anxiety. And I'm actually referring to my own tears and anxiety. I thought for sure at one point that this was going to have a tragic ending. Not necessarily. I'll just say that. So all in all, this is a good, wholesome book to read with an endearing love story with two intelligent and kind women at the core of it. I'm going to leave it there for now. My calligraphy is rough, but it's just going to take practice. Eventually, I won't need to look as much at the blueprint of how to write each letter. I feel like I'm actually getting a little bit better at that, just from writing all these quotes, because I get tired of looking back to how to write this one letter. So eventually it does get in my head. So hopefully it just keeps continuing to get better and I don't mess up as much over time.